Assalamualaikum. Welcome to our Chapter 1 presentation, Introduction to Industrial Safety and Health Issues. This is the scope of our presentation. The first one is the safety issues in industry, some cases from Malaysia International, the causes and countermeasure, and the impact of accident on health, environment, and legal. Okay, at first we will see the accident at workplaces. This accident is the hit by falling object. This one may be a crushing accident. This one may be entanglement by the rotating shaft. This one may be drawing in accident due to this moving chain. This one also may be the drawing in incident by this food mincer. This one is a accident, a fatal accident in the storage area. This one another drawing in incident of a lathe machine. You can find various types of incident if you search in the internet. These are some of terms. We will introduce the terms that being used in our subject. The first one is accident. Accident, this is the detailed explanation, but basically it's something that happened which giving a negative impact such as injury, damage to property, damage to environment, and production losses. While the incident is something happened but not yet giving the negative impact, also called near misses, which can lead to accident also. And then we have the ill health. Ill health is acute and chronic ill health caused by physical, chemical, or biological agent, as well as mental health. Another term need to know is the hazard. What is hazard? Hazard is the condition that can cause harm. Another term is risk. Risk related to the likelihood that undesired event can occur when the hazard is realized. And then another one is safety. The safety that is related to the activity or something that control the accident losses. This is some statistic of accident at workplace in Malaysia for until October 2018. We got this information from Josh, Malaysia. So you can see the green is the non-permanent disability accident number of accident that non-permanent disability, while the yellow color is the permanent disability, and the orange color is the accident that cause death or fatal accident. You can see the manufacturing is the most highest quantity, while the agriculture also have some, construction not so many, but many fatal accident in the construction. And then even finance, insurance also have accident. Public service such as UiTM or school also have accident. So every sectors has have accident. This is another statistic of accident based on states. This is the states, the number of accident for each state. You can get this information at dosh.com.my, and this data is until 2018. These are some recent fatal accident. You can get this kind of information of this kind of data at dosh.com.my. So you can see the function of dosh.com.my, Department of Safety and Health Malaysia, is one of the function is to collect the data and do some analysis and database related to accident in Malaysia. Why we need to learn OSHA, Occupational Safety and Health Act? Okay. Uh, One of the motivation is because of the major accident cases. This is a major accident cases in Malaysia. We have Bright Sparkles, Sungai Buloh, 1991, Gas Processing Plant, Kerteh, 2012, and Middle Distillate Plant Explosion in Mitulu, 1997. It's much more. And then this sparkles is one of the major incident that accident that uh, motivate Malaysia to expedite the Occupational Safety and Health Act initiative. And then internationally, we have another case which are usually being referred when relates to occupational safety and health. For example, we have Bhopal incident in India, Chernobyl incident in Russia, and Piper Alpha, US. So these are some of the top major incident in Malaysia database we got from the UTM, but it's a kind of old database actually, just to show you that this data is available in Malaysia. This is regarding the Bright Sparkles tragedy incident in Sungai Buloh in 1991. Uh, you can search for the news for these Bright Sparkles. There are news uh, papers and some academic review related to this incident available uh, in the internet or in the uh, conference or academic papers. Okay, Bright Sparkles is a company producing fireworks. Okay, but during this time we do not have Occupational Safety and Health Act, still not yet. So this is one of the major incident that motivate Malaysia to expedite the to produce the Occupational Safety and Health Act. Okay, this is some information. You can find this information in the internet. Okay, another information about the Bright Sparkle tragedy. Uh, well, basically, this is a big company producing fireworks, but unfortunately, there is no some license is not available. Okay, in this incident killed 22 people and injured more than 100 people. Cause and countermeasure of that. So regarding cause and countermeasure for this Bright Sparkles fireworks incident, you can find what is the cause and what was the countermeasure. Uh, how does it affect industry and government and uh, society? You can find these literatures available. I hope you can search for it lah from the internet. So prior to Bright Sparkle incident 1981, we only have this Factory and Machinery Act 1967, where the focus of this act is just about the registration and inspection of factories and machinery. They have some standard, and the second focus is about the enforcement of standards, set by the government. So the government involvement in this to enforce this act is very huge. This one is the limitation of this act. The first one is limited in coverage, only specific hazard and workplace. Specific hazard only the one that listed in this act, known by the government. So any hazard not known by the government is not covered. And then workplace also only listed few places only listed in this uh, act. For example, only listed the factory, only listed about the mines and quarry and construction. Others is not covered. But as you can see at the statistic, we also have accident in agriculture industry. And it's also out of date. Some of the standard is old, difficult to update because it's too many standard to be covered. And then inflexible, too prescriptive, too detailed. And then people thought that safety was the government inspectors enforce. So if the government inspector doesn't come, means no need to do anything. That was what people thought. And then fragmented laws and enforcement. So we have, beside the Factory and Machinery Act, we also have other, for example, Uniform Building Bylaw, which is related to the fire brigade. But that one is not somehow is fragmented, it's not related. So the enforcement is uh, fragmented. Okay, that was the weaknesses. Okay, after the Bright Sparkle incident 1991, as a countermeasure to to the weakness of the government in related to uh, managing the occupational safety and health in the country, uh, the Occupational Safety and Health Act 1994 was established. And also at the same time, the government also established the Department of Occupational Safety and Health to look after or to enforce the Occupational Safety and Health Act 1994 and all the related uh, act under this related to safety and health. This department formerly was a Department of Factories and Machinery. And then also the establishment of National Institute of Occupational Safety and Health. So this is new institute, uh, NIOSH, call it NIOSH. Is the focus was to focus on training related to occupational safety and health, and also research related to safety and health. Okay, OSHA 1994, Occupational Safety and Health Act 1994. What is the difference from the Factory and Machinery Act, the old one? Is the first one is OSHA 1994 is the philosophy or the method, we call it self-regulation, means that uh, the government will have less responsibility in managing the occupational safety and health issue in the in an organization in the factory or in the industry. So the responsibility to manage or to regulate the safety and health issue is transferred to the owner of the business or the industry or the organization itself. So the organization must know what kind of hazard they have and must know how to maintain or control those hazards. That one is called the self-regulation. Okay, and then the second term, the second philosophy or the second philosophy lah, is a consultation. Means that there will be an expert. For example, we have a safety and health officer, safety officer, or which is a certified officer to do the consultation for the company, or they also have occupational safety and health committee, safety committee, also do the consultation for the organization. Okay, another one is workers cooperation and participation. So they also emphasize on the workers cooperation and participation, means that the workers must involve um, in formulating the countermeasure or policy related to safety and health in their workplace, for example. Okay, must have the input from the workers. Okay, all, uh, not all, but the representative of the workers lah. Okay. Okay, this chart is just to show the relationship of uh, uh, departments related to occupational safety and health. For example, we have, for the first one, the most top, we have the government of Malaysia, where the government of Malaysia can say the parliament, who producing uh, the act itself, the Occupational Safety and Health Act. So Parliament or Government of Malaysia producing the act, and the act being given to Ministry of Human Resources. So the Ministry of Human Resources will be in charge in to maintain or to control the Occupational and Safety and Health Act. So the department under this Ministry of Human Resource is the Department of Occupational Safety and Health, to enforce and maintain the OSHA, Occupational Safety and Health Act, on behalf of the ministry. Under this Department of Safety and Health, Department of Safety, Occupational Safety and Health, we have NIOSH, National Institute of Occupational Safety and Health, and also OSHA, the ACTA, the Act. Okay. So this some responsibility of the DOSH. The first one is standard setting, to make a regulation and standard. Okay. Number two is policy study. Number three, if drafting regulation, guidelines, in industrial code practice, and so on. So another responsibility of DOSH is enforcement activities, to enforce the Occupational Safety and Health Act, Factories and Machinery Act, and Petroleum Safety Measures Act. These are some of the enforcement activities that are being carried out by DOSH. It include the approval and authorization, registration of company, machinery, and also the competent person, certification of machinery and competent person, inspection, factory inspection, machinery inspection, incident investigation, and also litigation. These are some information about NIOSH, National Institute of Professional Safety and Health. Their responsibility are as follow: provide training, provide examination for safety officer, for example, information services related to the standard, the some methodologies, do the research and development, and also consultation. Okay, this is the application of OSHA. This list here showing the industrial sector that need to follow OSHA, Occupational Safety and Health Act. Can you identify which sector does not need to follow OSHA? Think about it. Okay, scope of OSHA, except armed forces and crew of merchant ships. Okay, so these are objectives of OSHA. to secure safety and health and welfare of person at work. Again, risk to safety of health arising out of the activities of person at work because of the work. Okay, because of the work. It's not because of the typhoon or something else. Okay, because of the work they do. Okay, the work have a risk, then OSHA is about to secure the safety and health and welfare of the person and doing the work because of the risk of the work. Okay. The second one is to protect person at the place of work, the same workplace, but that person is not do the work. Other person do the work has a risk, but and the risk also applied to the surrounding people. So to protect those people surrounding, even though the person is not doing the work. Okay. For example, in UiTM, the person who doing the work is lecturer, while the student was not doing the work, but also the person, the student will be included as the person at a place of work. Also, we need to protect by this OSHA lah. So now we are at the second half of this presentation, which is supposed to be chapter 1.2, the international issues. Okay. Okay. Some of because the occupational safety and health is not only a Malaysian issue, it is also is considered as international issue, and then we also need to follow the some international standard for this matter. So motivation, international motivation. For the first one, we have international disaster. I think we already seen this Bhopal tragedy number one. Okay, 1984, where Bhopal is India, is a pesticide plant. Uh, okay, 500,000 people were exposed to the chemical, and then 2020, 2,259 people was dead. Okay, because of this incident. Okay, this is the first incident. One of the incident, the major incident. Another one is the Chernobyl tragedy. It's a nuclear accident, 1986. So during the incident, the 31 workers were killed. It also will cause long-term effects such as cancer, and the large explosion and the fire released a amount of quantities of radioactive particles to the European area. Okay, quite vast area affected. This is some picture of the Chernobyl accident. You can find more information about this incident in the website. Just you just type nuclear accident. Maybe Chernobyl will be one of the candidate for that report. Okay, of course nowadays we have another major incident nuclear. We have the Fukushima power plant in Japan. This is some of the information available related to Chernobyl accident. You can find this information in the lecture notes, or you can get more information in the internet. This is to show the dispersion of the radioactive particles uh, around this area. You can see this smaller picture. We also uh, travel until Belarus, nowadays Ukraine and also Poland nearby affected by this radioactive. So cause the environmental effect and also some legal matters. Some Okay, now this we will introduce you the international international organization that related to occupational safety and health. The first, the left side is the international intergovernmental organization. Okay, for example, we have here is the WHO. I think as you are familiar with this World Health Organization, WHO, nowadays due to the COVID-19. Okay, uh, another one is the International Labour Organization, okay, ILO. These two organization is under is a they are agencies under United Nations. Okay, even though the World Health Organization, the establishment is much more earlier than United Nations. And then we have the International Program on Chemical Safety here. Okay, uh, this is a program where the WHO is one of the agency that involved in this program. Is collaboration of several agencies. Okay, you can find furthermore of this international program on chemical safety. You can find more of the information through the internet. Okay, another organization is on the right side is the International Non-Intergovernmental Organization. So it's not intergovernmental. So for example, this one is International Commission on Occupational Health. It's a maybe localized to organization. Okay, and then the other one is International Occupational Hygiene Association. Okay, this is more towards the association. It's not government is not directly involved. Any government is not directly involved. It's more to academic and also professional association. But since this organization is also producing the standard, some of the output of this association is being used as the guideline or reference to produce guidelines uh, by other agencies, including the government agency. Okay, the needs for safety and general engineering goals. Okay, a general engineering goal, we want to reduce accident as far as possible, and if there is hazard, we need to control or eliminate the hazard. Okay, and then we need to develop new method and techniques to improve safety. If the old method is dangerous, maybe we need to that will be engineering job lah to develop new methods or techniques. And then maximize return on safety efforts. We want to invest, make sure good return of it lah. Okay, maximize also public confidence related to product and service safety. Okay, so as the conclusion, we already discussed the safety issues in industry, Malaysia, international. We show the how, the why we introduced the OSHA in Malaysia. The cause is the accident, and the countermeasure is the OSHA. And then we also introduce some of the impact of accident on health, environment, and also the legal. This is the discussing questions. You may use this question in the to be discussed in the forum. Okay, thank you. See you again.